Welcome to the Lost at Home podcast. Here are your hosts, Scott Bear and Jeremiah Johnson.
Welcome to the Lost at Home podcast. My name is Scott.
And I'm Jeremiah.
And we are back for a very special Memorial Day weekend episode. This is going to be a short one, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be filling a little gap until you get to the next full episode, but we actually wanted to get together because it's been a while since we recorded together.
Yeah, it took about a month to put together episode 400. We hope everybody enjoyed it. We know we didn't get to every single thing that we promised in that episode because there was a lot we had to crush in there.
We got to enough.
Yeah, and I always say, so there's a couple of things, I know a couple folks sent us some stuff that came in a little bit late that we'll be tucking into future episodes, so don't worry, we have not forgotten about you. We got some, some Suno fun stuff from a couple people, and we had such a full slate. Totally didn't have time for the Ig Nobel Prize roundup, which we promised right before. Gonna save that for a special segment. Might reappear in the future. Sort of like other segments, like Blinding Me with Science, stuff like that. Occasionally we'll just pop out Ig Nobel. Also, we did want to have Bruce doing his thing, but unfortunately he had such a busy court schedule from some statutory thing or whatever, and he's been so busy he's been unable to do his scheduled AMA. I know a lot of you guys out there who've been hounding us. When will Bruce do his AMA? It's coming. Don't worry about it. We're going to reschedule that. We'll let you know when that's dropping. We'll let you know so you can join in. Have your questions ready for Bruce because he's ready to answer them. He's still dealing with a bunch of court shit across the world. And
make sure to hit us up on all the socials. Just look for the Lost at Home podcast. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. There's also our website. I think we might even have a contact button on there, but I'm not sure. But if you want to just email us directly, it's the Lost at Home podcast at gmail.com. Yeah. So feel free to drop us a line in any of those places, and whatever questions you come up with, we will ask Bruce.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, until we wanted to at least get in front of the microphone, kind of dip our toes back into the water of the real fresh content, because we've been working.
We've spent weeks working on
those
last episode.
All the new podcasts and stuff, because we've been curating those. We were actually a big part of the least haunted house in America part. So we had a lot going on last month. Glad we got that one out, but now we're ready to just get back into the meat and potatoes of the show, the stuff like the web droppings. We got a couple of web droppings just coming this time around. Actually, you know what? We're gonna start not this week, but next week we're gonna have a new web dropping sting. I think we promised that before. We're gonna start stinging web droppings again.
I've been working on that on the side.
Okay, cool.
I know you got some of the samples, but I think we should probably just start fresh in case you didn't save them. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
No,
this is how the sausage is made.
But in other words, I know we promised that out. Again, this is essentially 400.5, 401, but next time around, it's going to be the first real episode. We're going to get the real motherfuckers in there. We're going to get the real full episode. Going to get a real new sting in there. But until then,
this is more or less practice to make sure we still got this.
This is recorded practice, and give somebody a little bit of content in the meantime until we till we get our podcast legs back.
Yeah, podcast legs. The most important part of a podcaster's body.
It is, absolutely.
A lot of them sit, though. A lot of them sit. I mean, all right. So what are we doing here?
I got a couple
those McDonald's prices are high.
Yeah.
God, the Big Mac, more like big money.
Big money.
Oh, look at us. Oh, we're back. All right. Everyone get lost.
See you.
God, if we just cut it there.
Honestly, it could be good. I don't know. We owe people.
We can do the bear story.
We owe
Let's
people
just do the bear story.
Does this have like a connection to RFK?
I didn't.
Is this how RFK got his worm?
The RFK brain worm story. I had in notes for maybe a microsecond because I was going to be like, it was funny, it was interesting, and then I remembered I've heard a month of it now.
Exactly.
I've heard it from
everybody
everyone.
Touched on it, but.
We're the show with the news stories that fall through the cracks.
I know, but I was going to say, like, when we were talking about a brainworm story, the first thing that came to my mind is this how RFK got his brainworm? Because this would make a lot of sense too, and also this would crack open so many more questions.
No, we're back in the territory of brainworms, and this is a story that I haven't seen covered by major media yet.
This is a fresh this month. I mean, we're recording this in May.
By the time this goes out, though, I bet you. It might be older news.
Yeah, this episode is going to be our first June episode.
So this might be old news by the time it actually drops, since this is Memorial Day weekend. But in the brainworm world, since we were totally on the brainworm thing this year, 2024, year of the brainworm.
Yeah, I like it.
Chinese calendar will never be the same. Yeah. All right. Family stricken with rare brainworms after eating undercooked bear.
Yes.
Not a large hairy gay gentleman.
Yes, yeah, that's right.
This is the animal type.
Otherwise, maybe they buried the lead by not saying cannibalism.
Well,
if they're just like, oh, they ate a bear. Like, oh, yeah.
Well, people are animals too, so I can't really say it's the animal type either. That's kind of misleading.
No, yeah.
I'm talking like the bear type, the kind in the woods, the Yogi Bears of the world.
Yes.
Hey, boo boo, I have a brainworm. That's why I talk like a retard. That explains everything. It also gave him the ability to speak English.
That is true.
Yeah, the brainworm touched just the right messaging center in his brain.
This is like legit, just straight up a Futurama episode, right? Where he got the parasites, the brainworms that fucking
took him
super
over.
Intelligent.
Yeah.
It made him super intelligent. He started being able to play the weird flute thing.
So Yogi the Bear had the same brainworms Fry got.
This is it's all in universe. Yeah,
it's in universe.
You know the Yogi Bear is definitely tied up with the Futurama
Hey,
universe.
Babu, I feel a little dizzy. I think it ain't my syrup.
I'm smelling sounds again.
Just degrading in front of your eyes.
Hey, boo boo.
I can feel the left side of my face.
Oh, that's just a stroke from all the picnic baskets you've been eating.
Yeah, that's not healthy food. That's a lot of rich cheeses and deli meats that can survive in the sun.
Maybe some like white wines. And
you don't trust the summer sausage. It was designed to survive the sun.
Yeah. Oh man.
I don't trust any meat that's made to survive the sun.
You know what? I will say I do like a good summer sausage.
It's all right. It's not my top one. I like a good capicola.
Gabagool.
Good little gabagool, which is not.
And if I were saying like a good I don't know like a
sopressata,
like a good even like a good dry salami on a cracker with some cheese.
I would say some crackers, some like spicy cheese, and some sopressata.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. The summer sausage, it's like
I will say
it's like bologna that lasts longer than bologna.
So I think you and I have probably
it's soft.
I feel like you and I might have a different like history with summer sausage. Summer sausage for me is when my sister's husband, I guess I could call him a brother.
Your brother-in-law.
They're not technically married. So
no, never call them that.
No, they're not technically.
You're not my family.
They're not technically married, so it's weird for me to call him my brother-in-law. But like, I also couldn't say
your
sister's
common
husband.
brother-in-law.
Common law brother.
Common-in-law.
Or brother in common law. There we go. My brother in common law makes amazing, like he home makes like venison and pork combined summer sausage. So it's like,
is it denser than what I'm describing?
Yes.
Store-bought summer sausage is softer.
Not only like so it's dense, but also very tender and juicy. So it's not dry.
Tender is a good way to put it, but it's not like pepperoni.
This is not getting like a Hickory Farms basket where you get that dry bullshit or whatever like that. Yeah. Like, no, this is, no, my God, it's not fucking, dude, bologna, dude. Okay, so I just got back.
Summer sausage for me is a cross between bologna and pepperoni in its texture.
Okay, yeah, we have different relationships. Okay, yeah, so no, not that at all. But also, I should note that bologna is fucking disgusting anyway. Okay, so one of the reasons
even mac and cheese bologna.
One of the reasons it even mac and cheese bologna. Even bologna.
They make that, right? Where it's sliced and has mac and cheese in it?
Yes, they do. They're just like, hey, listen, trash people need to get their trash faster. Now, nothing against anybody who eats bologna, but unless you're a fucking 6, what the fuck are you doing?
Unless you're a 6, like on a scale of 1 to 10.
Unless you're 6, unless you're a 6.
Unless you're a New York 6 in Vermont.
I realize, like, I realize, you and I worked in the food service industry. We like food and all that kind of stuff. But even my friends who like food, I like when I'm just. So one of the reasons
bologna's not food.
One of the reasons it took a month to get the last episode out is I was away for a week on a friend's bachelor party.
You went on vacation.
I did, and as part of it, we left somebody to make us some sandwiches for the fishing boat. Now, we didn't expect anything extravagant, anything like that. Like, just go to the store, buy some stuff.
No.
Literally, bologna on bread.
No.
With a thing.
Off air, you got to tell me which one of those jackasses was that dumb. Was it Wonder Bread?
And the thing about it,
Wonder Bread with just like one slap of mayo?
And it didn't have any mayo. We at least were smart enough to not mayo it ahead of time because we're not going to like eat it for a few hours anyway. So we brought a thing of mayo so we could squirt it on ourselves. But it was just for sustenance. But I'm like, of all the deli meats to decide to buy, you just walk past the deli.
Plain boiled ham would be better.
Exactly. I'll eat a boiled ham sandwich with some cheese on it.
But you could have picked turkey pastrami. Dude, that also.
Yeah. Dude,
way
just do-
better.
I mean, I love I was like, oh, good deli turkey, maybe some roast beef. Like we're literally gonna eat it the same day. And this person
Buffalo deli chicken.
This is the fucking and this is the Oscar Mayer bologna where it comes in the thing. You know, it's just like it's shaped like the plastic that it comes in, and it tastes like the plastic that it comes in. In fact, I'm pretty sure you.
Oh, you accidentally got the plastic.
I didn't. I wouldn't have been able to tell the difference. Anyway, I did give my friend shit. I was just like, last time I ate this, I was fucking 6, dude. And I'm pretty sure I was like, this is the end of.
There's so many good deli meats. Roast beef
Yes.
is the king of deli meats,
dude. Yes, yeah. We're a bunch of men like. I'm just like, do you eat
But
bologna?
you buy
at
a
home?
small bottle of horseradish mayo.
Oh, that's
and you
good,
buy
yeah.
roast beef, and then you get some lettuce, some bacon, and the pre-cooked bacon in the pack.
Yep.
And some like a tomato. I don't like tomato, but I get other people do. So that's why I'm trying to
No,
describe.
and honestly, yeah.
roast beef, horseradish mayo, lettuce, tomato, cold pre-cooked bacon.
I will
from the
say, I
package.
usually, if it's not going to be eaten immediately, I leave the lettuce off because it will become wilty and it will drench the bread, especially the Wonder Bread.
Actually, that's why you use baby spinach.
That'll work too. Yeah,
It doesn't wet the bread.
I was
Doesn't
like,
wet the
listen,
bread.
I was like, just put meat and cheese and bread will be fine, and then we bring a thing of mayo will be fine.
Hey
But when the
JJ,
meat-
how did we get this far off track?
when the meat is bologna. Anyway,
How did we get all the way to the bologna?
but you know what?
That was a
Bologna,
really
bologna
bad
is,
yogi.
bologna is probably better than. I love like. I was actually it's funny. I was thinking of. Yogi Bernie Sanders, like the 1% of the one, but for some reason I almost said Baloney
Oh, wow.
Sanders, and Baloney Sanders is way better. Anyway, so let's get back.
I don't know why all those people keep voting Republican.
we were originally talking about bears, so I don't know how we got into bologna, but it's something to do with deli meat, but it doesn't matter.
This story is new now, I'm going to warn the audience, because there is a study done in the CDC's Morbidity and Mortality Weekly Report that references this story from 2022.
Yes.
So this is not a new story. This is a story that fell through the cracks for all news until it was brought back up again by a
Through this new
scientific study on the people from the story.
We've covered
from
that before. We're
2022.
like, oh, this is something that like.
I just want to be clear.
It's coming back around, but the original story itself was from 2022. There's been an uptick because of now a study of the original story.
We would have covered this story in 2022 if it was actually around.
It fell through the cracks so much.
It probably was local. Like, I bet you could have found it in the local paper. 2022, a lot was going on, too, I'm sure. Like, it was the pandemic. Pandemic.
Yeah.
So, all right. In the summer of 2022, a family gathered in South Dakota for a reunion that included a special meat, kebabs, made from the meat of a black bear, that one of the family members had harvested, in quotes, from northern Saskatchewan, Canada, in the previous May.
Yeah, that'd be a good bear like that.
So the bear was killed in May, and they're eating it in the summer. So we'll say June. So maybe a month old.
I'm generally ethically opposed to killing bear, but honestly,
I can't. Fresh roadkill bear would be fine because it died of natural causes. You know, a Subaru, natural causes.
If any of us eat any meat, you can't really be morally opposed to any piece of meat.
Yeah.
If somebody fucking next door is grilling up a dog, I can't get that pissed about it. I'm sorry. Like, I mean, you don't grill my fucking cats, but if you're grilling a cat, I can't really be that mad at you if I'm fucking, eating tortured animals over here. So
now to paint the picture here, lacking a meat thermometer. It's a great way to start.
Perfect.
Great way to start.
All right, enough said. And moving on.
Lacking a meat thermometer, the family assessed the doneness of the dark-colored meat by eye.
Okay, that's horrible.
Not even by touch.
No, it's got to be by touch. You and I are both we were just talking about our histories as cooks. None of those people were line cooks ever in their life, man.
Also,
Otherwise,
the touch method's not perfect because everyone's hands are different.
If you're talking about that, no. But once you
got silky,
right,
smooth, pretty boy hands, you're gonna get a different doneness of your steak than a hard-working man's hands.
True. Well, because you're going to be like feeling the callus, like this is all well done.
Yeah.
No, but once you get it right once, you'll then be able to go like, okay, this.
You
this
like it well?
Corresponds.
As soon as it's the same as my callus.
Yeah.
All right. They assessed the doneness by eye. At first, they accidentally served it rare, which a few family members noticed before a decision was made to recook it.
Okay.
The rest of the reunion
they made the right decision. Then put it back on. I don't know what bear I would say
chewy. I'm guessing red and chewy. Rare.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what meat. Rare.
No. I'm just like I just don't know. Like again, the dangers of bear versus beef.
Who knows?
Like the parasites specific to bear versus. I will say, if
We're
it's
talking
wild,
about this story because of parasites.
I will say, if it's wild, it's not riddled with fucking antibiotics, which means you're probably more likely.
Those
to get a
antibiotics that would have
parasite.
killed the brain parasites.
I know exactly.
Probably.
Yeah. No. That's the thing about we're eating factory farm shit, but at the same time, it's pumped full of fucking antibiotics that will.
Also, this family
us.
definitely wasn't Republican because they weren't already on ivermectin in 2022, which would have killed a parasite in their
true.
body.
That's
so
true.
this
The
is
one-
a,
the
this
thing
is
is really-
this is a liberal family to start with.
The thing is legitimately supposed to be used for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. The rest of the reunion was unremarkable, and the family members departed to their homes in Arizona, Minnesota, and South Dakota. But just days later, family members began falling ill. I thought it said failing ill. Like, you just didn't ill right?
Yeah.
I failed ill.
I tried.
One, a 29-year-old male in Minnesota sought care for a mysterious illness marked by fever, severe muscle pains, swelling around his eyes, high levels of infection-fighting white blood cells, and other laboratory anomalies. The man sought care 4 times and was hospitalized twice in 17 days in July. It wasn't until a second hospitalization that doctors learned about the bear meat, and then it all made sense. I like that, not once to, have you done anything weird recently? So usually ask if you traveled.
Yeah.
Like, usually you'd be like, well, yeah, I did just go camping last month. That's travel. You say when you travel.
It's just a doctor house. This is you don't have to be like, oh, yeah, this is...
But normally they'd be like, have you traveled recently? That's a question asked by many doctors, especially if you have a weird illness they can't quite nail down.
Yeah, yeah.
And you'd say,
Like,
I went to wherever, Colorado.
Okay, what did you eat?
Or I went to South Dakota.
And then you go, what did you eat? And then that should probably come up. Oh, raw
what
bear.
did you do there? Oh, we hunted. Did you kill and eat what you hunted? Yeah, bear.
Actually, it sounds like they didn't they
do a good job.
No, I was gonna say it sounds like that wasn't. They didn't even kill and hunt it there. Like that was Saskatchewan bear. Somebody brought that bear. With them.
Yeah.
But either way, I ate a raw bear.
Yeah, I ate a raw bear.
Might be. I ate a bear that wasn't cooked well enough. Maybe people eat bear so much out there that we just don't. Are like, oh, it's like, why would you say I ate a burger? Like. Maybe that's just what they did.
Doctors suspected the man had a condition called trichinellosis.
Okay.
The infection of trichinella nematodes, or roundworms. These dangerous parasites...
Very close to trichinosis, which is the pork one, right?
Exactly. These parasites can be found worldwide, embedded in the muscle fibers of various carnivores and omnivores. It's quite rare to find them in humans in North America. Between 2016 and 2022, there were 7 outbreaks total involving just 35 cases. The majority were linked to eating bear meat, but moose. Moose.
The bear moose.
Yeah, moose. Yeah, those animals get frisky in the wild.
Yeah, you know the moose.
You don't eat the moose. Moose and wild boar were the other common sources.
Yeah, okay.
So moose, bear, and boar. Don't eat those.
Yeah. Or just make sure they're fucking cooked. Like you just get the fucking parasites.
I would just cook it all the way well done.
Yeah, and honestly, if you're gonna eat a piece of meat well done, just don't eat it. Like in my opinion.
Oh, also, yeah.
Well, I mean, let's do it like again.
Well done meat
grind
isn't
it,
meat.
or just turn it into burgers, and then a well done burger is fine. It's not good. I prefer mid rare, but like I could eat a well done burger or a mid well burger with some stuff on it. Fine. I could
choke down a mid well to medium or well done burger. I can choke it down.
I mean, like a mid well burger. Like if you do a mid well burger, make them quarter-pound patties, smash them.
That's
fine.
because that's not burned.
Exactly.
If you do like an 8-ounce burger and it's well done, that's a hockey puck.
Yeah, that's a hockey puck.
That's burned.
It's dry. It's fucking sucks.
Thin burgers are McDonald's burgers.
Exactly. Smash them, and then you can make those. You can't help but make those fucking.
A 4-ounce burger can be well done and not taste like shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I will give you.
That's the way they do them.
That's why I don't like the
street,
local buddies. I don't like them because I want my burger to be rare to medium rare.
See, I
can't get that unless you get a thick burger.
Yeah. See, whereas I'm just like if I'm gonna do like rare or mid rare. I mean, yeah, if I go for like a really good burger place, I will. I just went to Repeal and Virginia Beach. It was great. And
that's where you get a real burger.
And they did, and they even they sort of tried to do black and blue for my buddy, but they're like, we don't usually do that.
Yeah, that's sketchy. That's sketchy for everyone involved.
Yeah, but they're also like, this is like, dude, Virginia Beach is just like Barry, like it's with a beach. It's fucking awesome. Like we fit in so well there.
Nice.
It's such white trash. Oh man, but good time.
Here, I'll give you a little background on the larva. Once eaten, the larvae encased in the meat are released and begin to invade the small intestines, causing pain, diarrhea, nausea, and vomiting. Then the diarrhea develop into adults in your gut. They mate in your gut and produce more larvae. The second generation then go wandering through the lymphatic system in the blood. Then they go throughout the entire body. The larvae can end up all over, reaching skeletal muscles, the heart, the brain. They like places rich in oxygen.
So this is like, so you're like, by the time it gets to the brain, you're like 4th generation fucking worms.
Yeah.
Where this is
they're telling their kids about their grandparents' migration on the Oregon Trail.
Oregon Trail.
The Oregon Trail.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, we lost Grandpa on the Oregon Trail.
Yeah. Nobody's ever made it north of the esophagus. Historic times, Dad. We got better technology.
The man's symptoms fit this case, and several tests confirmed the parasitic infection. Of 8 interviewed family members present at the bear meat meal, love that phrase, 6 people had illnesses ranging from 12 to 62 years old, and 3 of them were hospitalized, including a 12-year-old. So they were feeding undercooked bear meat to a 12-year-old.
A bunch of people.
Yeah, that sucks. And an elderly person.
I mean, they didn't intentionally undercook it. It's just they discovered it late.
4 of the people who were sick in this group had actually eaten the bear meat. 2 had only eaten the vegetables cooked next to the meat.
Oh, okay.
And the cross-contamination
Cross-contamination. That makes sense, too. It's same with a lot of that shit.
That's why when you're with vegetarian friends, you got to make sure you grill on a clean grill and whatnot. You don't want to give them brain worms.
Or you tell them that you do.
The brain worms are for me.
You tell them that you do.
No, you chose to be a vegan. Yeah. You chose.
No. So speaking of worms, actually, so we went deep sea fishing, caught some good black drum. And
did you just change your shorts in front of me?
I did, yes.
I didn't even notice until my brain clicked. They were
like, what was I just tearaways?
Yeah, what was I just kind of seeing out of my periphery?
So anyway, again, when on vacation, we did some deep sea fishing, and what was one of the reasons for choosing the place. And we caught some black drum, which is actually more offshore technically, and they were just like, oh yeah, when you get these larger black drum, they're just riddled with worms, and we just got them. I was like, okay, and they're like, yeah, we'll get a guy to if you want, he'll clean them out for you and all that. So because we kept like 3 of the big ones anyway,
they'll deworm it. I'd rather have one with no worms.
So and the first 2 were like, no, the first one was great, and then we got to like a bigger one. He's like, yeah, see that, and it's just these giant fucking
you see like these.
Yeah. Oh yeah, just like magnets
wiggling.
Essentially inside of the fillet and stuff like that. He's just picking them out and all that kind of stuff. He's like, yeah, if you eat them, they're good for you. But I'm just like, I don't know if I trust that. Like
that's how you get brain worms.
Yeah, I'm like, you don't have most of your teeth. I'm like, this is Chesapeake Bay. I don't know, but we ate. We ate. I think the lesser worm one, and then we gave the rest of our fish away to random Uber drivers. It was great.
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, so. Very sensitive about the worm thing because you don't know they're in there for a long time. Like I could have worms in me from the weekend right now.
I could have had a tapeworm for 20 years in me.
Yeah,
I don't know.
The only reason,
unless it tries to leave.
The only reason I know that I don't have a tapeworm is because I've fluctuated in my weight. I'm like, okay, maybe I did when I was a kid, and it just left me when I got my desk job.
I could have one. I'm only 10 pounds overweight, and I feel like I used to eat bad enough where I should be 40, 50 pounds overweight.
Yeah.
So maybe that's been keeping me down.
Maybe.
It's been keeping close, and maybe it's smart.
Just maybe it's smart
now where it's like, let a little food through, or else he's going to catch on.
You also used to also get your extra 10 miles a day in walking around the kitchen. Now the tapeworm's like, I can only eat so much. Yeah. So the rest just gets to your body a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. That works.
So that's the only web dropping we're going to bring to you guys this week. This is a taste of what's to come. As we already said, we will be doing a ignoble roundup. We will be talking to Bruce for the AMA. Make sure to pump us with questions.
This is just coming up.
Yeah.
Who knows what's going to come up next week? But the future is ahead of us now.
So when you hear this, thank you for listening to 401 episodes of the show. And once again, thank you to all our guests last week.
It's awesome. Everybody who
Mark
helped
Steger, everyone, you're great.
Yeah. Dino, Darren, Mark, all these people, awesome people. People who helped us out along the way.
I don't know, what was the name you just mumbled?
Yeah. What? Huh?
You mumbled something, and I always thought you said Wayne Mar-a-Lago. What the fuck is that? That's literally what I thought you said.
MAGA name generator.
You just kind of Wayne
Mar-a-Lago. No. And then we got my buddy Marcus who helped out with a lot of voices.
I'm going to create a character for the show in the future.
Wayne Mar-a-Lago.
We're going to meet Wayne Mar-a-Lago.
The MAGA guy. Hey, my name's Wayne Mar-a-Lago.
I live at Mar-a-Lago now.
Yep.
Do you ever met that guy who lived in the rafters of the Shaws and they had to fish him out with brooms? I'm like that from Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah,
except there's no broom that's going to get me out of here.
Yeah, I told him I'd hold on to some classified documents, and now I get rent free. I just got to live in the rafters. Big deal. Get lost.
Get lost.
Sitting by the campfire light, cooking up some bear meat tonight. But something just ain't right. Brainworm's gonna give you a fright. Thought I knew how to cook, but now I'm feeling shook. I'm gonna cook meat on the hook. Brainworm's got me, take a look. It's a bear meat ballad. Don't eat that on a cooked salad. Bear meat with the brainworm surprise. RFK knows it ain't wise. It ain't wise. Bear meat in the pan, grilling like a mountain man. But if you wanna live, here's the plan. Watch out for brainworms, understand. Twisting and turning, brainworm squirm. RFK didn't learn. He bit into that bear fillet. Now he's got a wormy ballet. It's a bear meat ballad. Don't eat that on the cooked salad. Bear meat with the brainworm surprise. RFK knows it